What's up, guys? Back with some parts. Well, a part. It's the Turbosmart. It's a dual port BOV/DV. It's supposed to put most of the air into the atmosphere, I guess, and then the rest back into the system like the stock one does. Really didn't need to buy this, but coming up this weekend, I'm going up to Denver, Blue Water Performance, to get no lift shift and launch control finally from United Motorsports. Just came out for the manual Golf R Mark 7, so I wanted to get this just to see how everything's gonna work out with brake boosting and no lift shift and all that. So I'm gonna put it in today. Today's Monday. I'm gonna drive around for the next couple of days. I'm not gonna put this video out until Thursday, but I wanna make sure this thing is actually performing the way it's supposed to before I drive all the way up to Denver and get tuned and then wind up having issues or something. So I'm gonna throw it in today along with doing an oil change real quick. Tomorrow I'm gonna change out air filters and rotate my tires. So we got that. I've been working 10s this week, so I can have Friday off because I have to leave here at like 4 in the morning to get to Blue Water Performance around noon so I can get this updated tune. So there's that, and then Friday night, there's dyno night at Twin Peaks in Denver, and then Saturday will be the Streetcar Takeover event at the drag strip up there. It's a huge thing. If you haven't heard of Streetcar Takeover, go to Facebook, find their page. It's an event that goes all around the United States. They just had it in Charlotte, North Carolina, I think, this past weekend. They have them in Phoenix. They got them in Oklahoma City, which is the first and last one I've been to. And now I'm about to go to do it in Denver. They go all over the place. The shit's amazing. There's always a big dyno night, a big track day, and of course that attracts, you know, all the fast cars from all over that area, and there'll be a lot of street racing as well. So this weekend's gonna be pretty fucking lit. So stay tuned for all the videos gonna come out. We got launch control, like I said, new lift shift. That'll be a video in itself on Friday, and we'll do the dyno and street racing for Friday night. So it'll be 2 videos out of Friday and then a video out of Saturday. And then, I don't know, we'll probably just drop it back Sunday. It won't be anything exciting, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to edit and upload while I'm there. So whether it's this weekend or Monday, whatever, I'm gonna try and get the launch control, no lift shift stuff to you guys as quickly as possible. Anyway, this is real easy to install. You just remove the intake hose. You got 3 things and a connector, remove and replace. It's simple, but I'll go ahead and do a time lapse for you or something. Like I said, guys, pretty easy stuff. You're literally taking off the hose from the intake to your Turbo 90. It's just these 3 bolts. I use a nice little angled 5mm. This makes things really easy. So in and out she is. We'll compare it to the new one. All right, here we are. You can see the difference. The height is pretty much the same, except for this is stable and this is what actually moves. So there's that. O-rings, you got double O-rings here, only one on this one. You can see you know, the silver part, that's what pushes down. It's kind of like the atmosphere part right there. I don't know if you can really see it. There you go. And this is just the way it is. So I'm gonna throw this in and hopefully it works good. For those of you that don't have magnetic tools, to get to the very bottom screw you're putting back in, I just take a piece of tape, or piece of paper or tape really, fold it in half and then stick right in there. It's not going to fall off and you can get it right into the hard to reach spot. Well, oil change is done and the BOV, DV, whatever you want to call it, is on. It kind of gives you some slack on the connector, so I kind of just zip tied it to itself. Sits there, it's decent, it's not going to go anywhere, so boom. Alright, so I'm out driving around. The first time I heard it, it was pretty nice. I haven't gone past like 6 pounds of boost or 7 pounds of boost. Basically, I'm waiting for the oil to warm up to really get on the car, but it literally sounds like a snake. It's not, and anything under like 2,500 RPMs, you don't even hear it go off. So you need to be like near 3 to even get a little bit. But once the oil warms up, I'll have her hold the camera and we'll well, actually I'll just do one right now. Ready? You can't really hear it. I don't know if you guys can even hear that, but it's alright. I have to do some pulls and see how it really sounds. I don't know how much you guys can really hear, but I was worried this was gonna be too ricey. I really wanted it just for like the mechanical benefits of holding boost and whatnot, but it does sound pretty decent. This is with the windows up. Not bad. I'm digging it. I have to get some outside videos. I have to get my roommate to drive the car by the house or something and get a couple clips for you guys. Now I'm riding shotgun. I got the homeboy driving. It's so good. Ugh. Man, I feel like super extra like burnt fried rice right now. Like, god damn it. It's so good, but it's just a little too loud, but so like that's not good. Why is it like super? It's more like a snake than a like a straight fucking like air out of a fucking
yeah, it's like a
air compressor. Yeah, that's what it sounds like an air compressor. It's wild. That is intense. The car sounds really good though. I don't really ever get to hear it on the outside or see it drive by for that matter, and she's fucking beautiful, goddamn. It's been about a day with the diverter valve. I was gonna wait till later in the week to post this, but I got a bunch of shit to do tomorrow and Thursday, so it's gotta be a day. So it's been about a day, like I said, with it. It's definitely performing, like it's holding boost, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Actually, on the way home, it was like 90-something degrees today, leaving work, and the sound of it changed. Like, instead of it doing like the traditional, like I was saying, sound, it was doing more like a flutter like you would hear on like a higher horsepower Super or something. It sounded really cool, like you left the roll. I'm not good at making low valve sounds obviously, but it started doing those, which was actually pretty cool. I can't really argue with that, and it's been staying doing it for the rest of the day. I just went out, a buddy of mine got a Civic Type R a couple weeks ago, and he did basically like a full exhaust, and I think it's K-tuner tune? And we're making pretty much the same power. I have an intercooler and then the heat wrapped bullshit, and he doesn't. It's like a just exhaust and tune. And we're pretty much neck and neck. It was some really good races. I can't wait for him to actually come out on the track and do autocross with me and whatnot. I really want to see how that car handles. We're gonna try and get up to Albuquerque sometime this summer together and do the road course up there. So here's a couple clips of the rolls we did earlier. We didn't do gigs because he's front wheel drive. It would just blow the tires off, it's pointless. So we did some rolls. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you got any questions about the blow-off valve, diverter valve, whatever you want to call it, dual port bullshit, I don't know, feel free to ask me. Like I said, we're going up to Denver this weekend. There's gonna be a lot of racing, so I'll have plenty to tell about it if it fucks up or if it does well. I'm bringing my old DV with me just in case it does fail. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.